What's up everyone, Boomer here. I honestly don't know where and how this video is going to end, but I would like to talk about what, well, has been happening to me, with me in the past months. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I haven't streamed or uploaded any videos for the past 3 months or so. And I would just like to quickly go over that, talk about it as to what happened, why it happened, and so on and so forth. I ran into a couple of issues over the past weeks, months, and it really started when I finished the Halo series. Right, I played the Halo series on stream, finished it successfully. I even played Halo 5, right, and I didn't have any issues with, well, let's say my setup up to that point. But then I started playing Halo Infinite, and I noticed how things were just really wonky. Okay, that's the best way I can describe it. And the reason as to why is because I'm doing, or because I was doing, all the streaming, the local recording, and the gaming, all of the three things at once on the same machine. And that, even though you might not be a computer expert, right? Let me tell you, that is pretty taxing. And the thing is, I was doing it on the GPU. So all of it, my graphics card was handling. And it puts a lot of stress on the thing. And I started to notice dips in both quality of the recording, like the recordings and the streams, they were stuttery, as well as my game. My game was also pretty laggy. You know, when I was playing Halo Infinite, that wasn't too big of a deal. I didn't really bother with it. I was like, all right, that's just how it runs. But it did bother me a little bit, right? And sometimes I'm this perfectionist. I really want to get things done the right way, play things properly, if that makes sense. I decided to do something, which I'll get to in a little bit. But after Halo, I was like, okay, let's play some other games than Halo, because I've at that point I've been playing the Halo series for probably a good 2 months. So I remember starting somewhere in January, February, and then I ended it in mid-March or something like that. And what happened then is I realized, man, you just plowed through an entire game series on stream, and there is no one really editing those streams into like a shorter video. That's my supercuts, because that's what I've been doing. And this is where an outsider comes into play. I actually was working with someone on the Spyro supercut. I'm not sure if I said that before. I was previously working on a Spyro supercut and also a Spyro review. It's pretty interesting. I ordered their gig from Fiverr because I was looking through Fiverr to find someone to help me out with the editing and stuff, because it's just too much. Okay, streaming, editing, and at the time I was also writing a review, and I'm going to work. I do work a 9-to-5 job. This entire Twitch, YouTube thing is just all my spare time, and yeah, while I do enjoy it, the scope of the entire project is just enormous at this point. When I first started the channel, it's just I used to do speedruns on a daily basis for the Jack and Axis series, and this is probably why you know me, or what you know me for. And if not, then hey, that's cool. I welcome that. I'm always happy when people don't know me for Jack. But the thing is, like, back in the day, I had a lot more time on my hands, to be honest. And as I made these videos about a thing I was really, really passionate about, my level of quality rose. Like I wanted to have a specific quality. When you go back to one of my first Twitch streams, right, that thing was horrendous. It looked awful. The audio quality was bad. Everything was bad. If I were to compare this to what I have now, if you would have told me like 7 years ago, hey, this is going to be you in 7 years, I would be like, no, that's not me. There's no chance that's me. It's going to be me. But yeah, it's interesting stuff. I'm still blown away by the amount of quality I can get out of this. But anyhow, as time passed, it's just the quality of my videos also improved. And this is the perfectionist in me, is just really trying to push it as much as I can, get things done right. But that also comes with the quirk of me sometimes not doing things at all because I know I can't get them right, or I don't have the passion or the time or the knowledge to get them right. And to go back to what I was talking about with Fiverr, I decided to get some help from an outsider because I just don't have the capacity to do it all. It would be too much. Okay, so work in a job, streaming, editing, writing. No, this is just not a thing. That's why I decided to get some help, and we actually successfully edited the first Spyro stream that became its very own video. So it the person took the Spyro 1, 2, and 3 streams and cut them down to like a 20-minute video, which is insane if you consider that, because it's like 9 hours of stream crushed down into like 20 minutes. That's pretty good. The person did work on the second video. However, we lost touch. I haven't heard back from that person in like the last 3 months. It's pretty unfortunate because I was sort of relying on them to help me, and it just hasn't happened. That is definitely one reason why I sort of stopped streaming, because I realized, wow, if you do start another playthrough or something like that, you do need someone to be working on videos for you to upload stuff to the main channel. While I did make BoomerPlus for it to be sort of a just upload whatever. I still wanted to make videos on the main channel, right? And that was obviously still the goal. And I felt like if I didn't have someone to help me with the editing, I wouldn't be able to upload anything there. So I decided to play some Apex Legends instead. It's a game I really enjoy. I gotta say this. I really like Apex Legends. It's a super fun game to me, although probably at times it's not the best thing to play because it doesn't matter. I like the game. Okay, I like the game. It's fun. I love playing it, and so I decided I'm gonna be playing some of that. But as I mentioned previously, I was doing all of what I did on the graphics card. It's too much of a workload for all of the same things, for all of the things to run really well. And that is the problem I was facing. As I was playing Apex, I noticed that, wow, this really is laggy. Like I had frame stutter in game. Gameplay didn't feel good. Okay, it just didn't feel good. And the moment I turned off the stream, everything was flawless. And that's the thing that annoyed me so much. So I decided to build a streaming PC. It's funny, I used to have a streaming PC before. This is crazy. This is like 2 to 3 years ago. I used to actually have a streaming PC, but especially with the NVENC encoder and how it evolved, I was able to recreate what I had back in the day, but for a lot cheaper. So I'm just gonna say this. I bought a used PC. It's a secondhand PC, in fact, for like $50 off of eBay Kleinanzeigen, which is like the German Craigslist, basically. And I slapped both my capture cards, one for the webcam and my capture card for consoles and stuff into that thing. And I just copied over all of the files that I needed for, streaming and so on, like the assets, the graphics, the sound effects, whatsoever. So that wasn't too big of a deal, honestly. But it took me some time to figure stuff out because let's just put it this way, dual PC streaming is not without its flaws. There are a lot of things that are really messed up. And one of them is definitely screen tearing, right? Screen tearing is one of those things that is just definitely noticeable if you don't find a workaround for that. I did, luckily. There's a couple of guides on YouTube that you can follow. So I then decided, like at the end of March, hey, let's build that streaming PC. And it actually took me like a bit of time. And I also didn't want to stream more Apex because I was like, if I continue to stream and not enjoy the game because of the poor frame rate and such, I won't enjoy it. And why would you watch someone who doesn't enjoy the game, right? I wouldn't, to be all honest with myself. I wouldn't watch myself play the game if I don't enjoy it. And so I just didn't stream. Okay, so I just didn't stream. And after I managed to finish that build, the PC build, I got sick. Had a bit of a cold, not COVID, don't worry. Had a bit of a cold. I was sick for like 1.5 weeks, and really that's just what I've been doing, just passing some time because I didn't really feel like going back into the streaming stuff. Well, I did fix the lag issues that I had on my PC's end. I noticed something as I was trying to pass time, because I made the mistake of playing Apex off screen as well, so off stream as well. The more and more I played, the more and more I realized how kind of not good I am at the game. Okay, so last season, currently, is season 13, but last season, season 12, I hit Diamond in both ranked games. In both ranked mode, both Arena and the normal Apex thingy. But as I was playing this, I realized, man, I'm kind of not good at what I'm doing. I'm kind of bad. And I always encountered people that were just better than me. And you know what? That's funny, because I was talking about that in one of my Doom streams, my Doom 2016 streams. You can probably go back there. I can probably put a timestamp somewhere. But I did say that's one of the reasons why I don't enjoy those games anymore, because I always find someone who's just straight up better than me. And I am, well, I'm not bad at the game, I'd like to think. I'm not like that good either. I'm not a pro. So I went into this downward spiral of thinking that I just suck at the game. And yeah, that just kind of happened. And I at that point I was really demotivated to stream again. If that makes any sense. Because I still didn't have the previous issue figured out, which was finding someone who helps me edit the videos. Because if I keep making playthroughs, if I keep playing games, and I don't have anyone to help me edit them, then I'm, what am I gonna upload on the main channel? And that's the thing I've been like sort of wondering about. Because you know what's funny to me? Over the past like months, as I was streaming over on Twitch, I realized that I did upload a whole lot to this channel, BoomerPlus. But I didn't do so on Boomer Streams, and it's a bit unfortunate because I don't have that channel monetized. It is not that it needs to be, but it made me rethink everything again for some reason, because I was like, why don't you just turn the main channel into what this channel currently is? I don't know. It's tough. It's really tough, and I can't find a solution for that. Like I don't really know what to do. I did reach out to more people on Fiverr, and I'm hoping to now have someone who will help me with more videos in the future. And they are currently working on a Halo 1 supercut. But that still puts me in this weird spot that I can't really produce more. Maybe it's the rate that I was streaming at. Like in hindsight, it was a pretty hefty schedule. I was playing, I was streaming on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday / Saturday. Like sometimes Saturday, sometimes Friday, but it like 3 times a week. Out of 7 days in the week, I was streaming on 3 of them. And yeah, maybe that wasn't the best approach. Maybe I got to change it up to only like 2 days a week or something like that. Because at the time I was also working on a review for Spyro, and that was sort of the idea I had going on. What I wanted to do is I wanted to play a game on stream, and then watch back the footage, sort of make a supercut on the side, and then also write a review, write down what I think about the game and my thoughts and so on. And I wanted to upload that to the main channel. But like I said earlier, this is such a heavy workload. I can't do that. It's just too much. I don't have the time, especially with me working the 9-to-5 job. So I'm sort of in this unquote identity crisis. I don't know who I am as a content creator. Am I a streamer? Am I a YouTuber? Am I neither of the two? Am I something in between? It's weird. I don't know. This is something I probably have to figure out on my own. But I do need help with this. I do need help with the channel, with all of my projects I have going on. You know what's funny? The Spyro review that I have planned, that is still planned. I'm hoping to release that at some point. But the idea behind it was that I release either the supercuts first or the reviews first, and then or the review first. So upload the Spyro review and then the supercuts, or the supercuts first and then the Spyro review. That review is 30 minutes long. I think it's pretty good. I have it recorded and stuff. The script is done. The voiceover is done. But the moment I dragged it into Premiere, basically all of my interest in it faded away. I don't know what it is. I don't mind sitting down and writing stuff. That is perfectly fine. But just sitting down and then editing, and I don't know. I can probably tell you why I don't mind sitting down and typing stuff. It's because I bought myself a laptop for really cheap. I remember it being $200 or 200 euros, and I basically use it as a textbook, just a digital textbook. I just type things out. I can take that laptop and just put it into a different space. I'm not going to complain about what I have, right? This is amazing. I'm sure anyone sitting right here would be proud to have this, to have all this hardware. But it's this mindset that I get into the moment I sit on this computer. The moment I sit on this desk, I don't have the you gotta work now attitude, and it's more of a, you sit here to play, you sit here to game. And I started doing that, unfortunately. I work on things for half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, maybe even a little bit longer whenever I feel like it. But I sit here and then I realize, man, this all kind of sucks. This is all kind of annoying. this doesn't feel right, if that makes sense. So this is the trouble I always end up with. I don't have a separate space for unquote editing. Not that I need to. I could probably, turn on some lights or turn off the lights or change something about the environment so that my brain sort of goes, oh, you are now in editing mode. You need to open up Premiere and work on stuff. Honestly, that's something that's been bothering me for a little bit anyways. When I moved back from Regensburg to my hometown, I moved back into my parents' place. My room was still like free to use, and they were like, yeah, if you ever like need a place to stay, you can come here and you can like live with us. And at the time, I was like, yep, that's perfect because that's gonna save me a whole bunch of money. And in fact, it did. I was able to save up a whole bunch of cash to simply due to the fact that I live at home and I pay my parents a bit of a rent. But the thing is, I only have one room, and this is why the entire typing out sentences or working on a text document works out so well, especially with the laptop, because I can just take that and like go into the living room. But here, I have one room to do it all. I sleep in this room. I have my girlfriend over in this room. I game, I stream. And before the laptop, I was also like writing scripts in this room. And I feel like that's just a very unhealthy thing to have going on. Doing it all in one room. I don't know. Making me say this makes me realize like this is such a first world problem. Like, and I know that I know that you could do it all in one place. But I don't know. I just got to get my head into a different like mindset. And I noticed whenever I am working on a script, since I'm using the laptop, that works a whole lot better because I get things done. Heck, when I was streaming, I even woke up at bizarre times like 5 a.m. Just use the silence that's in our house, and just like sit down and write things for the Spyro review. And within like 1 or 2 months, I got that done, and that's kind of crazy to me because I got it done. Okay, I got it done. It's 10 pages long, 30 minutes in speech, about 30 minutes or so. And yeah, here I am sitting talking to you about this all. And if you have any ideas on how I can improve stuff, then please let me know. If you happen to be an editor, or if you happen to know an editor who matches my standards, or where you're like, this guy could potentially deliver what Boomer wants, I would love for you to get in contact with me. Yeah, just DM me. Just DM me. We'll talk about everything. I'd like to think I'm paying sort of well for what I have for my standards, for the size of the channel. But yeah, I need help with all of this. Hey, thank you so much for just being here, listening to me ramble about this all. Man, it's not easy. It's not easy. Thank you so much. I know that some of you support me since the very beginning. I know that some of you just recently joined the channel, but you know that doesn't change anything. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. With that being said, I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll hopefully see you soon. Until then, take care, and bye-bye.